Es voluntario en un albergue de mascotas.
Hola, ¿me dejas tocar tu salchicha?
¿Qué?
El perro. ¿Qué tal si te llevo a casa?
Por aquí no se va a mi casa.
Es un atajo. ¿Eres mi rehén? ¿Qué tienes ahí abajo? ¿Algo para mí?
¿Por qué?
You know, it was interesting. I didn't really even think about that. People kept saying that, oh, movies like this don't get made anymore. But, you know, the movie I did 4 years ago, Good Boys, was a raunchy comedy. So to me, it was just the obvious follow-up to that movie. So, but you know, people have been saying that. So it's interesting. I guess it's true. Probably on a subconscious level there is, you know, as well as, you know, movies like The Graduate, going back to the 60s, and as well as like the Judd Apatow comedies of the 2010s. So it's kind of takes a little bit from a lot of different eras. Well, you know, I think as long as you think about these as people, as characters in this situation, we're not trying to say something about the way the world works. We're just like, here are these people in this situation at this time, and they're, you know, you have to take a humanist approach. You know, I think it's written with care in such a way that it's not just jokes, you know, you're invested in their feelings and how they turn out. So I think it's not a mean movie. So, you know, I think it's a humanist movie. So I think it's, as long as you take that approach, I think you're on safe ground. Yeah, I mean, this was the part that was the most interesting challenge to me, was finding that balance. And, you know, as someone who feels most comfortable in just comedy, it was kind of scary at times to not have a safety net of jokes to fall back on. There are scenes that there's no laughs in it. And, but that was very exciting to me. That was an exciting challenge. And, you know, I find that if it goes too long without jokes, you know, we need to insert comedy in there. If it feels too silly, then I think we need to bring in some emotion, some drama, some real stakes into it. So it's just you know it when you feel it. It wasn't so much a criticism as just an observation of people. You know, she's just a little bit out of that age group, and probably is not as sensitive to some of their concerns. It wasn't so much that, you know, the movie has an agenda or anything. It was more, we just thought it was funny to get her on her back foot and kind of like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, it's funny because Jennifer and Andrew are fearless. Jennifer she never said no. She never said that's too far. I was the one who was much more uncomfortable. You know, I am not fearless. I'm fearful. So even though I was behind the camera, I was always nervous. But to them, you know, they're like, yeah, let's do it. They were up for any challenge. I mean, you know, when the studio is making these things, they want them to be outrageous. This is how they bring people in. This is what people want to see. So I never really got any pushback from anyone other than my own ideas of what is too far or not too far. And I always wanted to push it too far. And, you know, these movies are tested in front of test audiences, and they'll let you know if something, you know, is in poor taste or too far. Doesn't mean we'll take it out, but you'll know at least what you're dealing with.
Lo mejor de hacerse mayor es que no te importa la opinión de los demás.
Soy una persona adulta, tomo mis decisiones.
Ya, está bien.
Tienes que saborearlo, saborearlo.
Fuera, lárgate, no pintas nada aquí.
¡No me toques!
¡Tú!
¡No te acerques a ella!
Tranquilito.